We've got the 2024 Chevy truck here. We're going to show you how to put the grill guard on. It's for the 25-3500. You got these bottom brackets right here that are going to go on there. This is the passenger side. It's going to come to the bend to the inside here, and it's going to go out right here and then back out straight. So that would be the passenger side. In order to put that bracket on, you got to trim just a little bit of plastic out right here after you get your tow hook out. You need to take the tow hook out. You're going to reuse the tow. You're going to put the tow hook back on. You're going to reuse the tow hook bolts. And that's going to mount on the outside of the frame, and you'll put everything back together. To get that bracket in there, once you get that trim, just take it and turn it a little bit like that, and then you can put that bracket in and get that bracket to go in there, and then it's going to go on the outside of the frame. You're going to reinstall your tow hook bolts that you took out with the tow hook in. Get that done, then you can tighten that guy up. You're going to have an upper bracket also, and that guy right there, what we use is an 18 millimeter with a 3/8 ratchet. It's a tight spot, so you really can't use a 1/2 inch to get it in there, but there's a bolt right on the back side of that little hump right here. There's a top bolt that mounts your bumper to your frame cap right there. That guy's got to come out of there. So in order to do that, you're running out of room right there. You cannot use the socket and ratchet on it to get it all the way out, but use it to get it loose. And what we use, and I highly recommend, these are nice little tools anyhow, it's a ratchet wrench, okay? Get that ratchet wrench in there, and then you can get it the rest of the way out. And you, actually, if you get high enough, you can use the box end on it right there. But this end's going to be really handy to get that bracket back in there. Because that bolt, when you put that in there, put that bolt in there like that, and then you're going to get it back down inside the hole, and put that bracket all the way to the inside right there. And then take this wrench and get that bolt down as far as you can, because without getting it down some, you can't get the ratchet on top of that bolt. But once you get it down far enough, then you can get it down as far as you can, then you can spin that bracket here, and then you can get that ratchet on top of it and tighten it the rest of the way up. That's the easiest way to get that bracket in there that we have found. So this side right over here is already installed, so you can kind of see how the driver's side's done right here. This bracket's been tightened on there, the bottom's been tightened on there. So, but anyhow, the real critical one is to explain is how to get in there to get this bracket on, because it is a little bit of a tight space, and that way you don't have to take any of the plastic off to get to that bolt, which saves a lot of time. So now we're ready to put the grill guard up. The shoes on the grill guard will mount here. Again, you use the factory bolt back over there. You use the factory bolts if you've got tow hooks on there to mount that bracket. And we've got bolts supplied. It's the 1/2 by 1 3/4 bolts for here and the here that goes to a tab on the grill guard. And the way we've got it is the tab is on the grill guard is just above that bracket. So we'll get a person or two to help us put it up there, and we'll show you how we bolted it on. Now we've gotten a couple of people to help us to put it up there. Again, let's say you're using the 1/2 inch bolts that are provided for the shoes right there, 1/2 on the tab right there. Once you get it up there and it's loose, we kind of put a jack on each side. You can get right in front and get down and eyeball the top of the fender well on each side to get it up and down. Then you can take a tape measure and just do it at the same spot. You can measure right there and just make sure it's right from side to side. And once you get that, just make sure all bolts, go back through everything and make sure all bolts are bolted up tightly, and that's the install for 2024 Chevy 25-3500.